And a very happy Easter to everybody viewing my weekly video blog this week. I feel like we've had a turning point really, which, to be totally honest with you, is totally in character with the season of Easter. For those of you who don't celebrate Easter in the Christian fashion, so to speak, you may be unaware that Easter is in fact not just one day. Easter starts on the Sunday and it runs for several weeks, in fact, after. And the whole period is a transition period. It's a transition period in Scripture when the actual events took place. You know, beyond the resurrection, there was the appearances of Christ, and eventually the ascension of Christ, and eventually the descension, so to speak, of the Spirit, and the birthday of the Church. And basically that whole section is included under Easter. So this next few weeks are, for Christians, all about renewal and about the future. And about change, and usually change for the better. I certainly feel that we have made a turning point in terms of the allotment. You know, we have moved on now from clearing the ground to planting. It looks like a proper allotment. We have things growing, we have cloches, we have structures to which plants are growing up the side, we have further plans, you know, with a greenhouse, and we're doing a lot more than simply digging and removing mare's tail, weeding and watering plants that have been given to us by other people. So you can see that I've done a set of photos on Facebook for that, and a video update as well. I have actually been to the allotment several times recently, but this is the first time I've been able to document it, so apologies for the delay in that. Springboard, it's still too early to tell, but if it's going to happen this year, the next couple of weeks would be a good time for it to happen, and I do have two rather large leads that I'm following up at the moment, so one never knows. I didn't win the lottery. I only play the lottery twice a year, in fact. Well, I play it 3 times, but I play the National Lottery over my birthday, but I forgot this year, so I did it over Easter instead. I do the Euro Millions in August, and I often get a scratch card at Christmas, and the Health Lottery occasionally at New Year. I'm not a gambling person, don't like wasting my money, never won anything, and it's always lucky dips, but you know, there was that little opportunity this weekend, and it didn't happen, so there we are. It hasn't ruined my Easter at all. So there we are. This has been a big year for my family, as I say, and it continues to get to be a huge year. You know, we are expecting a new addition to the family in the autumn. We are expecting my nan to reach her 90th birthday in the summer, and this past week my parents have managed to sell their house. In fact, they're not moving far, they're only moving, in fact, closer to where I am. They're moving from where they are to downsize, basically, because obviously all their children have left now, so that's good. I don't have much of a connection with that house anyway, because that house was bought when the Duffs left Lincoln and established themselves up here in Yorkshire. My father had already been here for 2 years. He worked during the week and came home at the weekends because, of course, because me and my 2 sisters are exactly 2 years apart. We fitted into the education system with GCSEs and A-levels exactly 2 years, and they missed the first opening by a matter of months, so then they had to wait another 2 years for us all to have reached that point where we finished one thing but hadn't started the next. And I had just finished my A-levels, so I never went to a school up here. I went straight to university, straight to Bradford, and of course then I went to London. And when I came back, I did live with my parents for about 3 months, but then I moved into Granville, so you know, it's been a base, but I have no particular childhood then. That was too late for me. I don't know how my sisters feel about that. I don't suppose they mind, because they grow. Everybody's grown up now, so you know. And it wasn't the childhood house. The childhood house was definitely Swallowbeck in Lincoln, and we lost that a long time ago. So it's a big year. There's been some highlights already, but there are more to come, and I do feel that this Easter is the turning point. This is where it starts to get even more exciting. Maybe that's just a hope, but it's the hope that I'm going to keep with me this Eastertide. And before I forget, having finished with my phone call, here are this week's birthdays. We have Sean Stanton, Tiago Tavares, Alan Belcher, Diane Slapp, Michael Chandler, Adam Todd, Clifford Starks, TJ Waldberger, Jess Langham, Javier Vasquez, Pete Hardesty, Ben Westcott, and Mauricio Rua as well. So, happy birthday to all of them. I hope you eat lots of Easter eggs, since that's what people do this time of year. Or cake if you want to, or maybe both. I would eat both if it was my birthday, but who am I to tell you what to do?